Good morning, you guys. It is another beautiful day in Fort Worth, Texas. We are back in home base. I cut my hair last night. It's a little, I'm looking a little crazy right now, but I think long term it'll look much better. Um, Also, I might be hobbling around in this video because I basically destroyed myself yesterday trying to knock out a half marathon because I decided that I've been getting into an unhealthy habit of eating a bunch of food and then running, but not eating the right food. Definitely not eating the very healthy food. Like, I've been using my running as kind of like to counteract my my binging incidents that are still going on, still ongoing, and definitely not a very healthy use of my ability to run, because it's awesome. Like, it's awesome that I can run a half marathon, you know what I mean, in the blistering summer heat. But does that mean I should be doing it? Not really. It doesn't mean I shouldn't be running. It's just like I shouldn't be using running as like a, not like necessarily kind of a coping mechanism, if you want to call it that, because it's tied into me binging and stuff. Well, that's a topic for another day. We're gonna talk about protecting your energy at all costs, bro. And it's something that I've begun to realize. Like, it's definitely something I've heard a lot in like self-help podcasts, and it's that you need to protect your energy, bro. And number one, you need to become aware, because most people don't even know that they're expending their energy throughout the day, like subconsciously. And basically their subconscious minds will like certain people, like there's like subconsciously there are people that you would want to expend more energy on, like your friends or people you like, you know what I mean. But then subconsciously sometimes you'll expend energy on people who you don't really like, but for some reason subconsciously in your mind you feel the need to, like, provide something to that person, because maybe you do want them to like you, or maybe they don't like you but you like them. It could be something like that. And it's something I've realized over time. Dude, this is gonna take forever, bro. I'm like walking at like half of my regular pace right now. But anyways, this is something I realized, is that over time I've expended a lot of my energy, because me personally, I'm like introverted, so I have a very limited amount of like social energy, like mental and social energy. I wouldn't say I have mental energy. I mean, they all kind of tie into each other, but we'll just say, like, we'll just call it the social battery. My social battery is probably a lot lower than most people, because whenever I've realized, like, I've reflected on some of my past, like, experiences, especially at work or at school, and I've realized, like, there's been a lot of times where, like, socially I was just not there, and it's usually like by the end of the day, or like later in the day, or like just after a moment where I've been I would let my energy, I would give my energy away to somebody who didn't deserve it. And there's been a lot of moments where my social battery is just completely gone, and I'm not even like a functioning human. It's so weird. Like, I can't even, like, I lose the ability to socialize. Like, my social battery will be so drained that I lose my ability to socialize, and then I become like a Neanderthal, and I'm just like struggling to have conversations, and it only gets worse because, like, I just don't want to talk to people. And I think it's good to be aware of when your energy is low, like not just physically but mentally and socially, because then you can pick up on that, and you can realize, like, oh, okay, I need to be careful, because socially I'm not all there right now, so I shouldn't worry about trying to impress anyone or have any deep conversations right now. because you can't just like force yourself to have a deep conversation when you don't have the mental capacity for that, you know, or like just have a good conversation, you know what I mean? And that's something I realized too. Like, I'm always trying to impress people. I'm always trying to be like appear like as this person who is like, I want to appear as this person who is like super confident and interesting, but sometimes I don't have the social energy to even do that, so like it ends up coming off completely the wrong way. And man, I'm just so sorry, not to go on a tangent, but bro, I needed to trim my hair so bad. Now it's like, I don't like, it doesn't look, it kind of looks silly right now, but it's like out of my eyes, and that's the best part. The fact that it's not in my eyes, besides like that one hair, that's so good. Anyways, fuck, what was I saying, dude? Yeah, you'll like this is like a subconscious thing, and honestly, you really can't like change the fact that it's subconscious. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, your subconscious mind, it needs to be developed over time. It's not something that you just like, oh, okay, you just learn one day, you're like, oh, okay, never mind, I'm gonna stop doing that. No, you're still gonna continue to do this. You're still gonna continue to expend your energy, expend your tank. If you look at it like an energy tank, like I've heard this in some podcast, somebody said this, I don't remember exactly who, but if you look at it like a tank, like a fuel tank, you know what I mean? Every person you speak to, you're expending a little bit of, you know, you're using a little bit of that gas out of that tank. And if you're using it on the wrong people, you're not going to have energy for the people you want to expend it on, you know what I mean? And it's like, you shouldn't feel bad for doing this, because this is like something that we all do subconsciously. But oh, shit, my knee, bro, is so cooked. I'm still gonna do 2 laps, but it's gonna take me like an extra like 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, don't feel bad, bro. Why is hold up, there's a little bit too much motion going on, I had to pause for a second. But yeah, like, I think, what was I saying? Don't feel bad about expending, like, the fact that you do this, because everybody does this. You know, even people who are aware still do this, but you can catch on quicker. Like, the more you are aware, the quicker you can catch on, because your mind's gonna do it for a long time. Eventually, you know, I'm sure some people do it less than others, but, you know, most people aren't aware. Even the people who are better at using their energy, they're not aware of how exactly it works. They just know the people who are already good at this probably understand, like, they have a better sense of their values, and they only speak, or they only use their energy on people, like, they only give their attention to people who align with those values. So that's something to think about too. I'm gonna go a different way because of this damn garbage truck. Also, my skin, I think we're chilling. So yeah, I realized that eating all that sugar, yeah, my skin definitely is does not appreciate sugar very much at all. But I think we might have survived this time. It's just a couple small baby pimples, not like last time. So yeah, definitely something that, anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't know if I can even walk down here, bro. This garbage truck is fucking loud as shit, dude. It sounds like a fucking airplane, bro. Yeah. But yeah, some people are better at expending their energy subconsciously, you know. Me, not really, because I've been one of those people who's always trying to be a people pleaser, and, you know, not be myself, you know. Like, you don't always need to be yourself, but I'm saying, like, just generally, in general situations, social situations, I'm always trying to put on a facade, or like just appear a certain way, And I've begun to do that less, but it's hard, bro. It's hard. I just feel awkward, I feel awkward being me sometimes, which should not be, I shouldn't feel awkward being me. I think a lot of it has to do with my appearance. So, like, being, that is something that kind of sucks, I mean? It's like, I'm worried I'm losing energy, socially and mentally, because I'm dissatisfied with my appearance. So it's like changing my appearance will help, but ultimately, if I don't change my self-image, then the problem is gonna persist still. And oh my god, this thing is so loud, bro. Hold up. It's fucking garbage truck, bro. Bro, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. I gotta lock in on Wednesday mornings, bro. I gotta be aware that the trash is coming, because I think this is the regular day. I have no idea, though. This is my first time like really peeping that. Yeah, bro. So like, not being satisfied with your appearance can also, have an effect on the way you expend your energy, because then you're gonna feel, when you feel less, like, the less comfortable you feel in your skin, the worse you are at managing this social energy, bro, because you feel like you have more to prove, bro. You feel like you gotta be put on a face all the time, bro. You know what I mean? So I think that's where a lot of my energy goes. I'm always trying to mog everyone, and that's just so unnecessary, bro. Like, why are we mogging, for example, when I'm at work, bro, why do I feel the need to subconsciously mog these like fucking 40-50-year-old construction workers, or just like, yeah, just construction workers, or these laborers, bro. I don't know, these old people who fucking are here to buy construction materials. I don't know. Just like, why am I thinking like that? That expends energy too. Everything we do expends energy, but we do certain things that expend more energy. I don't really know where I'm going with this at this point. I feel like I got my main point out. What else could I talk about? Like, I talked about how being aware is the first step. Absolutely, because if you're not aware, if ignorance is bliss, you know what I mean? But ignorance is not bliss in this case, because if you're ignorant to it, you're gonna be expending your energy to the wrong people. So you want to be aware. You want to be just like, be aware of like certain people. Like, oh, if you feel drained after talk, like, I know you guys understand. We all understand this. There's certain people, when we talk to certain people, we feel like our energy is completely drained, bro. Like, you can talk to certain people in this life, and then you can come out of that conversation feeling like they like sucked the life out of you, bro. And that shit is real, bro. That shit happens, dude. And they might not even be trying to do it, honestly. Sometimes they are just that kind of person, but sometimes it's honestly because of you, because you're trying to make something out of nothing, bro. You're trying to appear as a certain person, when they don't even like care enough to even see you as that kind of person. So it's like, you just gotta be aware of those kind of people. And whenever you identify those people, like, it's not like you gotta identify these people every time you meet somebody, but if there's some people that you see on a daily basis, like if you work with somebody, if you go to school with somebody, and you're around a certain person, and you notice that this person kind of drains my energy, then just don't like worry. You don't have to talk to them, bro. You literally don't have to talk to, it's not being antisocial, bro. You just don't have to like talk to people. Like, it's not like you just like ignore them. I'm saying, like, you don't have to like have you don't have to expend your energy. You can just have like you can exchange like a few words, bro. The law of the art, not the law, the art of the few word exchange. I just made that up right now. Just be like, you know, it, I'm sure like if this person is draining your energy, then they probably don't care enough. They probably don't care about you not giving them your energy. And if they do, it's because it's for a negative reason, you know what I mean? They're a very toxic person and you need to be, you definitely need to stop talking to them. But we are back in the cribbo. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I feel like I was doing something with that. Let's do the physique check real quick. We're actually at like 142.8 today. 142.8. You know, of course, 5'9", average height, male. Looking leaner, especially after yesterday, like what I did yesterday. You have no idea, honestly. Looking pretty good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm about to go to the gym, but first, I feel like my skin is like breaking out slowly. Like it's like slowly breaking out. I don't know if I'm tripping or not. It better not. It better stop. It better stop. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that yap about expending your energy. I hope you can be a little bit more conscious of it, you know, and stop letting your subconscious mind rule over your actions and decisions. And don't feel bad. Like I said, you know, everyone does it. We all have a subconscious mind and we can't control it, but we can guide it in the right direction, you know. And that's just what talking about stuff like this and being aware of stuff like this, that's the whole point. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all. Peace.